Police say they've busted a food stamps fraud ring in Seattle's Chinatown International District.
As Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman explains, investigators say the scheme targeted some of our community's most vulnerable people.
On any given day, you'll likely catch a good game of ping pong in Chinatown's Hinghei Park. But police say not everyone is playing by the rules. Detectives arrested 11 people in a months-long investigation.
You know what? First, before I get to the rest of this video, it's fun to see, to watch people like that actually, still have fun while shit is going on in the city. And it's kind of sad at the same time because how, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the, the China district of Seattle. How bad it looks compared to what it used to look like. And I don't understand. Well, I do understand why, but we definitely got to go focus on making a change in this city and in this whole entire state.
To a food stamps fraud operation deeply rooted in the CID.
Officers observed individuals buying EBT cards from people, more vulnerable people in that area.
Detective Brian Pritchard.
I'm sorry, but more vulnerable. Let me tell you something. This is nothing new. This have been happening for decades. It's just now getting some attention, but people have been selling the food stamps for so fucking long. Even when I was a kid, this shit has been happening for over 30 years. So this is nothing new.
Says the scammers would buy the cars at 50% discount in cash, turning those benefits. And
that's the exact profit too. I never forgot that.
Into profit.
They were working with the businesses, and they would buy the items. Then
the phenomenal part. Before I finish this, they are literally doing it at 50% of the profit. Yet instead, it's still cash at the end of the day. There's certain things you cannot buy, but it is still taxpayer dollars that is being used. So whether you believe it or not, these people are smart and stupid at the same time. Yes, you get cash in return, but the stupid part is that you are getting half the fucking amount that you spending in food stamps that is tax free.
Sell items back. And so it was like a revolving kind of a thing. It had a deal with them, with these different agencies, these different stores.
Pritchard says the collaboration and the scheme meant some products never even left the shelf, meaning it would then be sold again for even more profit.
The crime ring would then sell the food and household items to the restaurant and businesses in King County and Snohomish counties.
Police say many of those selling their EBT cards are victims in this case, struggling at times, using the cash to feed an addiction instead of themselves.
These are not victims. These people choose to make these decisions. That's the problem. I hate when they say this type of shit because personally, these people are not victims. They make this decision. They choose to make this decision. Addictions can be stopped. It's hard, and you can say easier said than done, but at the same time, addictions can be stopped. Just like people have a music addiction. I took a thing called monk mode, and I do rarely listen to music. And I used to listen to music more as I was growing up. Nowadays, it was an addiction. So it's not hard to get rid of an addiction. It takes time, but it's not hard.
A lot of times these victims are the vulnerable adults, like I said, the people that are getting these cards for food, and they would sell the cards and then get the money and go buy drugs sometimes.
Detectives have not released a dollar amount connected to the fraud or the total number of cards stolen and are searching for 7 others connected to the crime. As PD says, these arrests are...
There's more than 7. There has to be way more than 7.
Part of a larger effort to crack down on organized crime in the area. Those involved could lose their benefits.
They could be disqualified for that because when this happens, that money could go to somebody that really needs it.
Alejandro Guzman, Fox 13 News.
But you you really wonder why Trump got himself involved into this situation, right? You wonder why Trump is in this, like Trump decided to do this type of shit, like just to get rid of shit like this. There are people who are really unnecessarily just spending like these food stamps on bullshit. They are literally selling their food stamps and thinking this is not a profit. They are thinking the only people who are making the fucking profit are the people who selling the shit. Well, actually the people who are actually accepting the shit, the people who are selling the shit for half the price are the dumb ones. That's the situation. And what's crazy enough is the person that is involved happens to be a woman. And she, I don't know how long she's been in this area, but why haven't she solved this situation?
KOMO's Jeremy Harris live this evening in Seattle with this story. Jeremy?
Preston and Molly, this is a case of follow the money, and investigators say it goes directly from taxpayer-funded benefit programs meant to feed the poor directly onto the streets of Seattle to buy drugs and fuel a cycle of overdose and crime. It's a neighborhood that's seen its shares of highs and lows. After years of enforcement and city cleanups, 12th and Jackson still looks much the same. Police are now going after the money that's being used to traffic drugs here.
His officers observed individuals buying EBT cards.
And he's saying the same thing, but let's get to the thick of things about the situation, because the person that's really involved is this person right here.
We see the sales happening right in front of our eyes.
Tanya, this is not a surprise to you.
No, this is not a surprise at all.
So, okay, since she said it's not a surprise at all, so why in fuck you even solved the issue? You have plenty of time. You had plenty of time to solve this issue. Why in the fuck are you just being on the news right now, not even thinking about solving the issue? And you're calling yourself a Chinatown International District Community Activist. But I wonder where you making your money from. Because situation being, this shit could have been solved a long time ago. This shit could have been solved a long time ago. All I hear is excuses at this point.
All know this is happening. We're frustrated.
Tanya Wu
Yeah.
is an advocate for Seattle's Chinatown International District and says rampant EBT fraud has been going on for years.
I'm on 12th and Jackson often, and we always see people asking to buy EBT cards, sell EBT cards for as little as $5.
Charges filed this week against two suspects say some of the transactions were worth hundreds of dollars. Prosecutors say, quote, given the rampant risk of overdose, these crimes should be considered a violent offense.
This is fraud. All this is fraud. And the fact of the matter is, you knew this for years, yet instead you're talking about this now, after this has been going on for years. This is why we need a whole change in our political stands right now, and we need to flip everything red. We need to flip these seats. We definitely need to get these seats flipped, because we got people like this woman right here as not even doing anything to solve the issue. This is why I have a hard time when it comes to voting for women, because there's some women that are logical, some women are logical, but a lot of these women, and I'm gonna say probably 90%, I probably say maybe half, more than half, because it's the ones that voted for Republican that actually have some common sense. But the ones that are voting Democrat, yeah, they're kind of fucked up in the head. I don't understand why they're talking about this shit now when the shit could have been avoided years ago. And honestly, like I said, my goal right now is to focus and get to y'all, let y'all people know that it is time to pay attention to who are y'all voting for in these seats, looking at the policies, looking at what they stand for, looking at everything from a logical standpoint, where we can actually focus on flipping these seats and making Washington State and Seattle great again. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.